Imagine a leader who controls more money than the GDP of Germany, India, and Canada. Every decision she makes ripples across retirement plans, college savings, and global stock markets. Yet, unlike Musk or Bezos, she isn't tweeting at 3 a.m. or showing up in glossy magazines. In fact, you've probably never heard her name, and that's by design, because this story isn't just about wealth. It's about a different kind of power, the kind that thrives in silence, the kind that plays a longer game than anyone else. But how do you quietly rise to control $4.5 trillion without the world noticing? Let's uncover the lessons hidden inside her journey. Lesson 1. Power is built at the bottom, not handed down. She was born into privilege. Her family had already built one of the largest financial empires in America. But here's the first twist. She didn't begin as an executive. She began in the wire room, answering calls from angry customers and fixing account errors. Day after day, she wasn't studying stock charts. She was studying human behavior. What makes investors panic? What makes them trust again? It's ironic. Her family name could have opened boardroom doors, but she chose the basement because that's where the truth lived. Business lesson. True power doesn't come from inheritance. It comes from understanding the smallest moving parts of the machine better than anyone else. Lesson 2. The advantage of useless knowledge. Her degree? Art history. Wall Street sneered. What use is studying brushstrokes and ancient paintings in the ruthless world of finance? But here's the brilliance. Art history trains the mind to see patterns hidden in chaos. Later, when financial markets looked like random noise, she spotted signals others missed. She wasn't just crunching numbers. She was decoding human psychology inside those numbers. Business lesson. Sometimes the studies that look irrelevant are the ones that prepare you to lead in unpredictable industries. Knowledge becomes powerful when others dismiss it. Lesson 3. Enter the room before the crowd. Timing separates leaders from followers. When others dismissed digital investing platforms as toys, she launched Fidelity Go, a robo-advisor that made investing simple for younger generations. When Bitcoin was ridiculed as a scam, she opened institutional trading desks for crypto in 2018, years before rivals. And when most asset managers stuck to Wall Street, she expanded internationally, quietly embedding her empire in Asia and Europe before the competition caught on. Business lesson. Don't wait for the market to validate your idea. By the time it does, the opportunity is gone. Enter when the room is still empty. Lesson 4. Growth without dilution. Here's a trap most businesses fall into. They grow wide, not deep. They expand into new markets, but forget the cultures, the regulations, the psychology of the people. Her approach was surgical. Fidelity International didn't just copy-paste America's model. In Japan, they adapted to strict financial laws. In Europe, they tailored investment products to cultural expectations. The result? Expansion that felt local, not foreign. Business lesson. Real growth doesn't shout, "We've arrived." It whispers, "We've always been here." Lesson 5. The strategy of invisibility. Now, here's where the story takes a radical turn. In today's economy, attention is treated as currency. Musk tweets, Bezos builds rockets, Buffett sells wisdom at annual meetings. But she chose silence. No viral tweets, no headline chasing. While others fought for the spotlight, she built an empire shielded by invisibility. Rivals couldn't imitate her strategies because they couldn't even see them. Business lesson. In business, visibility brings influence, but invisibility brings longevity. Final lesson. Leadership as stewardship. Today, she oversees more than $4.5 trillion in assets. That's not just numbers. That's the retirement savings of teachers, the college funds of parents, the hopes of millions who will never know her name. Here's the final lesson. She doesn't see herself as the owner. She sees herself as a guardian. Business lesson. The most powerful leaders don't just grow wealth. They protect it for generations. So who is this quiet billionaire who rewrote the rules of finance? She's been called the quiet queen of Wall Street. Her name? Abigail Johnson, CEO of Fidelity Investments. And her journey proves one truth. Sometimes the loudest leader in the room isn't the one with the microphone. It's the one who never needed it. The closing reflection. Think about it. $4.5 trillion in assets, more than the GDP of entire nations. Yet, the average person on the street wouldn't recognize her if she walked past them. And maybe that's the point, because her power isn't in being known. It's in quietly shaping the financial futures of millions without distraction, without noise. Abigail Johnson reminds us of a leadership lesson rarely taught. Sometimes the greatest influence comes not from being seen, but from being trusted. So the next time you hear about Wall Street's loudest voices, remember, the person truly moving markets may be the one you never hear at all.